Look who's back! Welcome home! A month with no technology is just what I needed. So, is 2020 the best year ever? Not exactly, no. Oh, well, what's happened then? Well, Australia's been on fire. That's bad. We could have another world war. That's catastrophic. The royal family's falling apart. That's no good. The Rock's dad died. Oh, can it get worse? We essentially have a plague called the coronavirus. Plague is worse. TikTok changed the algorithm. Kick in the dick. And a deadly earthquake in Turkey just killed 30 people. This is brutal. Is there any good news? Trump is getting impeached. Well, that's something. But he's going to get away with it. Oh, of course he is. Can humans hibernate? I'm coming back in 2021. Back again. Oh, you don't want to be. 2020 got worse? Yeah. How? When the first 3 weeks were horrendous? Well, the day after you left, Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and 7 others died in a helicopter accident. That's devastating. Let's add on the coronavirus is worldwide. That's just a virus. Just a virus that's so bad the Chinese are burning cash that's come in contact with it. A really bad virus. Fires that were burning half of Australia? Yeah. Those are now floods. Brutal. Almost 1 million people have been forced to flee Syria. Fuck off. Good idea. Not seriously. Any good news? Brexit finally happened? Is that good? I don't know, because then a storm named Dennis showed up and fucked up half the country. Even I know that's bad. And let's throw in that Caroline Flack killed herself because she was bullied so badly online. This year is shithouse. Shithouse. I'm giving Hibernation a try. I'm back, only good vibes. Oh, you should just leave now. This year got even worse, and where is everyone? The year's gotten way worse, and there's not many people because we're on lockdown. At least the worst is behind us, right? It's actually going to get worse before it gets better. This year's so bad. Don't forget unemployment's at an all-time high. You can still lend me money, right? Oh, I'm completely broke. And by the way, there's no sports. No sports at all. Absolutely none. Well, at least I've got music. Does that get worse? It does. Bill Withers and Kenny Rogers died. We're just losing legends now. Afraid so. Is Betty White okay? She is, but there's trouble at the Hype House. The what? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. There is some good news. Oh, I'd love to hear that. Because we're staying in, global warming's being undone. Oh, that's incredible. But once we get back to normal, we'll be right back to where we were in 4 days. And I'm sure we will. Oh, there's one more thing. Go on. There's an asteroid coming towards Earth. Told me all that stuff before asteroid? I did, yeah. That's what wiped out dinosaurs. Scientists say it should miss us by 4 million miles, though. 4 million miles in 2020. Do you trust that? I don't know. Me neither, so it's back to the hibernation station and we'll see how much worse this year can get. Back for 420. Nothing's good. 2020's gotten worse? How? Let's start with the important stuff. I can't get a haircut. You look like shit. TikTok's only putting attractive people on the For You page. Jesus Christ. Where? He's not here. You know, he could help. Boris Johnson and Prince Charles have coronavirus. Is the Queen okay? The Queen is fine. You feel like we didn't take this seriously enough? Not even close. Thousands of people are dying every day, and they're going to open Georgia back up on Friday. That's really scary. No, scary is Chernobyl being on fire. Oh, just an ablaze nuclear wasteland. Don't forget the swarms of giant Asian hornets invading Britain. You're making this up. And Canada just had one of its deadliest shootings ever. Say that again? 2020 is so bad it has Canadians shooting each other. More chances, this year's done, hibernating, back in 21. Back again, 2020 has to be better. For a split second it was. What, really? Yep, social distancing flattened the curve on coronavirus deaths. We're not as dumb as I thought. But now everyone's going back outside, so they expect a spike in 3 weeks. We're as dumb as I thought. Another massive earthquake hit Puerto Rico. It's just not fair. J. Crew went bankrupt. American institution, gone. Don Shula, the winningest coach in NFL history, died. 2020's undefeated. Perez Hilton still making shirtless TikToks. Kim Jong-un was dead. Now he's not. That's suspiciously bad. The Pentagon released footage of UFOs. It was probably of aliens leaving. See ya. There's one more thing. What is it? There are murder hornets coming. Murder hornets? Guess where I'm going? Back to hibernating? Back to hibernating. What's the news like? It's not great. Give it to me. Brand of coronavirus that only affects kids. Oh boy. You like bugs? Because 1 trillion cicadas are coming. I hate bugs. Ebola has resurfaced. That's awful. How'd you feel about flying spiders? I hate them. About the devastation Yellowstone volcano erupting could do. Also sounds bad. There's also talk of a super volcano erupting which could kill billions. You're making this up. 3 new asteroids that could potentially hit Earth in June. The universe hates us too. And 40 million people are out of work. This year is so hard. But right now there were peaceful protests sparked by the murders of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. Peaceful protesting is fine, but out of those peaceful protests, some people decided to riot and loot. Some people just want the world to burn. They do, and let's pray that their deaths are not in vain and something really good comes out of this. Let's hope it's equality. Oh, but one more thing. Go ahead. Carol Baskin just got Joe Exotic's zoo. She makes me want to hibernate. Surprise! You were gone 2 days! That's right, because there can't be that much bad news in only 2 days. Oh, to the contrary, a minister in Madagascar got fired for spending $2 million on lollipops. Maybe it wasn't on lollipops. Russia declared a state of emergency after they spilled 20,000 tons of oil in the Arctic. That's a lot of oil. It's like there's a new police brutality video every 5 minutes. At least we're catching them. Greek Orthodox Church has said yoga is against Christianity. Oh, they can warrior too. Not forget the submerged ghost town that's getting ready to reappear. Ghosts, get out of here. Gladly. Not really. What else? Sorry, Anonymous are back and saying some pretty nasty things about some pretty important people. Is that good or bad? Who knows? There's a new lead on the Maddie McCann case. That is good news. Yeah, but German investigators are almost certain that she's dead. There's no good news. Are you done? No, it was discovered there's a huge plan of homophobic cyber attacks. And all this in 2 days? To a Jace. Okay, I'm leaving. Don't forget the man with the foot fetish who stole 126 pairs of flip-flops to have sex with them. Does hibernating create memory loss? I hope so. Look who's back! Why are you wearing the hat? It's summertime. For continuity purposes, has 2020 gotten worse? It was the worst year ever, so technically it can't get worse. So it stayed the same. At least the coronavirus has gone. Almost gone in New York. Spiking all over the rest of the country though. Get out of here. Okay. Every time. Not really. What else? There's millions of locusts destroying the crops in Argentina. You getting this from the Bible? No, but this might be. Central Kenya is getting destroyed by hail the size of boulders. Giant hail in the middle of Africa. Seems normal. Here's 2 words that don't go together. Zombie, deer. Zombies, kill me. It gets worse. How about these 2? Gliding, snakes. Oh, kill me right now. Some celebratory fireworks spiked a wildfire in Utah. Why would you try and celebrate in 2020? And China just took over Hong Kong. Didn't that lead to a war? Speaking of China, they just found a flu-like virus that they say has pandemic potential. Oh, 2 pandemics at once. Hibernating. You won't see me for a while. I'm back for the second half of 2020. Yes, you are. And I'm back for a fresh start. No, you're not. Oh, come on, why? Well, let's start with the worst possible news. TikTok might be getting banned. Oh, that's what the camera's for? Yep. And Kanye West is running for president. People are going to vote for a President Yeezy? Somehow we've politicized masks, so coronavirus is spiking all over the US again. How do you politicize a mask? Apparently a black hole has been swallowing things in space. Oh, shut the front door. Oh, it's open? No. Anything else? The Chinese think 1, the bubonic plague is back. 1 plague at a time. And 2, an unknown pneumonia deadlier than coronavirus is spreading through Kazakhstan. I said 1 plague at a time. Let's add a thawing permafrost which is releasing ancient diseases. 2020 is just getting creative. Lastly, Dixie D'Amelio invented the word bejeez, and nobody knows what it means. I've had enough. I'm gonna bejeez my way to the hibernation station. Hey, I'm here again. Just turn around. August sucks already? Well, let's see. We started the month with another TikTok ban threat. Got to stop with that. Then an explosion that never should have happened just flattened Beirut. Oh my God. Yeah, it looks like hundreds dead and tens of thousands more wounded and homeless. I hate this year so much. Haven't even mentioned that there's still 1,000 people dying every day from coronavirus. Who could forget the plague? The Caribbean and the east coast of the US just got smacked by Hurricane Isaias. And let's not forget the cannibal ants that just escaped a nuclear bunker. Get out of here, nuclear ant-eating ants! You might also want to know about the baboons they found with knives and chainsaws at a safari park. Murderous baboons would have been enough. You're gonna go, aren't you? To the hibernation station. Bye. Hey, I'm back. Give me good news. It's still 2020. There's only bad news. Oh God, like? Remember I told you about the Beirut blast that killed over 170, injured over 6,000, left over 300,000 homeless? Yeah. Well, the entire Lebanese government resigned. They just pieced out? Just pieced. Then an oil tanker hit ground, split in half in Mauritius, and is decimating the wildlife. Everything's so bad. In China, they've detained over 1 million Muslims in concentration camps. Well, this video's getting banned. How about flooding in Kenya that's threatening to destroy massive parts of the country? African floods. Then they found coronavirus in chicken wings. Damn it, I love wings. Salmonella in onions. 2020's fucking with our food now. Yeah, and there's also a fire-nado coming. Like a Sharknado just with fire? It is what it sounds like. Fire-nado. You know what, for this, I think I'm gonna stay. Really? Hell no, I'm going to the hibernation station. Oh wait, I forgot to ask. Shut up and go away! A little aggressive, because? Because we have little children singing about WAP. WAP? Forget about it. I didn't even tell you about the 14 million acres of crops the derecho storm destroyed in Iowa. Why not? Because then I'd have to tell you about the wildfires causing evacuations in California. Ah, that's bad. And they also had someone test positive for the plague. We already have a plague. We do, and they found it's mutating. Like Teenage Ninja Turtles? Yeah, not quite. Oh, the Earth's magnetic field is weakening. Oh, that's really, really bad. Oh, it is, but it gets worse. How? Joe Exotic Zoo? Don't you say it. Just got closed permanently. Hibernation station. Right, happy days are right. 2020 still hasn't improved? Oh, it gets continuously, inexplicably, and drastically worse. That's not possible. It is. There have been more police shootings, therefore more protests and more riots. That's this year in a nutshell. And then Chadwick Boseman died. This year's taking superheroes? And so did Coach John Thompson. Superheroes and legends. And then double hurricanes hit the south of the US. Those words don't go together. Argentina's wildfires are out of control. So another country's on fire. 15 soldiers have mysteriously died at Fort Hood. That's not what we need. Macaulay Culkin turned 40. Now I feel really old. Now they think the coronavirus can waft through toilets. So I'm gonna need an arse mask? Yep, and poor sperm quality is linked to phone and laptop use at night. Well, with that final kick in the balls... Wait, I need to know how to get off to the hibernation station. I'm back again. Welcome home, buddy. It's wonderful to see you. Is it still 2020? What are you so happy for? Oh, it is. I'm just not giving you any bad news today. Oh, thank God. That's amazing. I'm actually just going to give you all the good news from 2020 so far. Yes, finally. Go ahead. Okay? Okay. Hey! No! Damn it, what has 2020 done now? Well, the TikTok ban could be in effect tomorrow. I heard someone say Oracle bought it. Well, they're really dumb because Oracle are just a partner overseeing US regulations. Ah, bollocks. Bollocks indeed. The whole West Coast is on fire because of a gender reveal party. What gender is represented by wildfires? No idea. Warm weather just shattered a section of the Greenland ice shelf and scientists think sea levels will rise by a meter by the year 2100. Well, there goes every coastal city everywhere. Coronavirus can hijack brain cells and replicate itself. That entire sentence makes me want to die. Kinda random, but poison ivy is growing in size and strength. The stinging nettles or the Batman villain? Probably both. Hurricane Sally is about to batter the Gulf Coast. Didn't they just get hit with the double hurricanes? They did. And Boris Johnson is just making laws up for Brexit. Brexit's still going on? It is. They also think there might be alien life in the clouds of Venus. 2020 was missing aliens. Yeah, it was. You know where doesn't have aliens? Wait, I really need directions to the hibernation station. Back from the hibernation station. And it just gets worse. Oh, it's that bad you had to sing it? Oh, it's that bad. Ruth Bader Ginsburg couldn't survive 2020. Oh, we're fucked. You sure are. And you're gonna have to keep the baby. Oh, too soon? Probably, but we also found out the judicial system cares more for drywall than it did Breonna Taylor's life. People still wonder why there's a lack of trust. Coronavirus cases are going up all over the world. I really don't like that virus. It also may be evolving to bypass face masks. You know what? 2020 is this face. Zombie storm Paulette came back from the dead. Oh, deadly storms are coming back? Speaking of, the air quality on the West Coast might be the worst in the world right now. Everything's bad. There's a brain-eating amoeba found in a Texas town's water supply. Oh, you had me at brain-eating amoeba. Almost 100 people dead already as Armenia and Azerbaijan have gone back to war. Another war? Humans are just shit. And they're predicting a blue moon for Halloween. Is that good or bad? No idea, but that means 2020 is literally once in a blue moon. To the hibernation station. I'm back for spooky season. Well, this whole year's been terrifying and nothing's changed. Great, bring it on. Well, coronavirus cases are spiking. It's even gotten to the president and half the White House. Has anyone tried just politely asking it to leave? Yeah, then Johnny Nash died. It's really not going to be a bright sunshiny day. Nope, and so did Van Halen. Now he's running with the devil. Too soon. Another storm Delta is hitting the Gulf Coast. Is that a monthly occurrence now? There's large protests in Indonesia and the police are using flamethrowers against them. Seems excessive. Asia's having its first regional recession in 60 years. So the whole world is fucked. Australia's economy is down at record numbers. The whole world. Oh, in case there wasn't enough misfortune, we just opened a mummy's tomb after 2,500 years. Let's add some ancient evils to the party. Oh, and to finish, North Korea are planning their biggest ever military parade. And World War III is back. Yeah, bye. Yeah, because I'm off for my hibernate. Right. Hey! Why don't we lock this door? Hi. Kinda feels like 2020's getting better. Kinda doesn't. COVID cases are rising and now they think you can catch it from frozen food. It's surviving the freezing process. Wildfires are now in Colorado. Every month, another wildfire. And there's another meteor that could potentially hit Earth. Again, is God just hucking shit at us until he hits? We just had the Lekki Gate massacre where Nigerian protesters were literally mown down by their own military. Oh, humans are awful. A French teacher was beheaded for teaching freedom of expression. See my previous statement? Oh, and Snow White died. 2020 killed a beloved cartoon princess. Well, as close as 2020 could get, the woman who modelled for her died. And remember that Icelandic volcano that erupted in 2011? Yeah, cost billions, shut down global air travel? Yeah, they think it might erupt again. Oh good, let's just bring back old tragic events like 2020 can't think of anything for itself. There's 545 immigrant children at the US border that can't find their parents. I feel like humans deserve this year. And lastly, scientists at the Large Hadron Collider think they could make contact with a parallel universe. I'm not having a parallel universe see us like this. I'm going to the hibernation station. I have returned. Does the phrase "things can only get better" letter mean anything to you? Oh, it's like that? Well, US cities are boarding up store windows in preparation for post-election riots. Nothing says democracy like damaging some property. The UK is going back into lockdown. Oh, not again. But schools aren't. Oh, smart, because kids don't spread disease. Hurricane Eta is now a Category 4. A monthly hurricane. Sean Connery died? That's not good, Moneypenny. What was that? I don't know. And there was just a terrorist shooting in Vienna. I've heard enough. Hibernation station. Oh wait, there's one more thing. What? I ain't never seen two pretty best friends. It's always one of them gotta be ugly. How's November going? Well, the US president lost the election but won't admit defeat. How does that work? Imagine losing a running race but accusing the winner of having fraudulent legs. Fraudulent legs? Well explained. A dead candidate in North Dakota did win his election. I'm gonna pass on that one. Alex Trebek died. We lost the best Canadian. So did the creator of Scooby-Doo. Zoinks! Why are you like this? I don't know. The defense chief said World War III is now a real risk with robot soldiers. Why do I come here? To be told the east coast of the US has earthquakes and hurricanes. Oh, the weather still hates us. And it's projected we'll get to 200,000 new COVID cases a day. Almost forgot about the plague. The plague that in Denmark humans are contracting a mutated form of from minks. The fuck is a mink? A fuck off gerbil. But we may have a vaccine. Really? By mid-2021. Of course, not 2020. And they think just catching coronavirus can damage male fertility. So I'm taking these to the hibernation station. I'm back. How are we doing? Lock the door. We have multiple COVID vaccines coming. Oh, that's great. But America's basically given up on COVID, so cases and deaths are reaching an all-time high. That's not great. Diego Maradona died. That'll hurt the cocaine industry. The Danish minks with coronavirus were seen rising from their graves. So we've got zombies. Kinda. Now the minks in Oregon have it. Again, what is a mink? Ethiopia is this close to a civil war. Can't humans just get along? The Nigerian army mixed in real bullets with the rubber ones they were shooting at protesters. Why are we just awful to each other? I don't know, ask the 666 kids who are detained at the US border because the government can't find their parents. I hate this planet. Oh, that's lucky because we're actually 2,000 light years closer to a black hole than we thought. Know where I'm going for light years? Oh, surprise me. My Uncle Tony's house. Wait, really? No. Hibernation station. I've been doing this 12 months! I know, your creativity is abysmal, but we've got COVID updates. And I'm the dull one. Proceed. The first people are getting vaccinated. We're saved! Don't go crazy. In America alone, 1 million people just tested positive in the last 4 days. Well, could it be any harder? That's what she'll be asking, because it's proven to cause ED. Now isn't the time for puns. Meanwhile, an unknown illness just hospitalized over 500 people in Southeast India. See, you tried to cure a pandemic with a pun. Now we've got another one. Leaked Pentagon reports just detailed unidentified UFOs. Do the unidentifieds cancel each other out and make an identified? I doubt it. People believe that monoliths randomly appearing is a sign from extraterrestrials. Well, that's what ET stands for. And an Israeli scientist said there are aliens, we're just not ready for them yet. He's absolutely right. We only just worked out who the next president's gonna be. It's my cue to go play Monopoly by myself in the hibernation station. I'm home to stay! You sure you want to do that? Not anymore. Why? The UK just developed a 3-tier system to try and stop the spread of coronavirus. Not an awful idea. Now there's a newly mutated, more contagious strain that's just put the southeast of England into tier 4. Tier 4 of 3! Brits need to get out of there. Oh what, and move to America where they're hurtling towards 4,000 corona deaths a day? Do they think whoever kills the most citizens wins? It seems that way. Only 1/3 of Americans even feel safe taking the vaccine. Why? Because there's a very small chance of an unsafe outcome. So does eating food, but they jump at the chance to do that. Trump has suggested martial law as a way to try and remain president. Like the sore loser, isn't he? Yeah, like Tiger Woods is quite the golfer. Meanwhile, Russia just implemented the biggest cyber attack in history. Wow, and that just flew under the radar. Oh, it did. Just like the rocket that hit the US Embassy in Baghdad. Virus, cyber attacks, rocket attacks, anything else? One of Britain's most beloved actors, Dame Barbara Windsor, died. This year needs to end. I'm going to the hibernation station. 2020's over! Left the door open again, almost. And I'm back to stay and there's nothing you can say to change my mind. How about knowing we're at daily record highs for coronavirus cases and deaths? Don't care. The more contagious strain of coronavirus is being found all over the world? I don't care. What about the earthquake in Croatia that killed 7 people? That's awful, but I'm still staying. The SpongeBob animator Tuck Tucker died. 2020 hates kids. I'm staying. And we lost Pierre Cardin. And it hates fashion. I'm staying. Oh, and there was a suicide bomber attack in Nashville on Christmas Day that we later found out police knew he was making bombs a year ago. They found one last way to expose bad policing. I'm staying. Well, okay, welcome home. Thank you. Right this way. Oh, you know how fast that super gonorrhea is spreading? Fuck it!